So this lecture is about cases, a very important concept in Russian grammar, because according to the so-called case, words get different endings, and in Russian there are many endings. So let's go. So in a communication situation, you're talking to someone or you're writing something, communicating something, a thing or a person can be in different relationships with the other things in the sentence or the speaking. This association is what puts things in a certain cases. These things and creatures and sentences we should call nouns, because that's the proper grammatical name for these. And so in a sentence or speaking situation, some things are doers, others get the action of the doer, or some things are the place where the doer is doing his thing, acting, or the thing could be how the main thing does something, or what belongs to the doer or the other objects in this situation. So there are 6 cases in Russian. They're called nominative, accusative, genitive, dative, instrumental, and locative. So an example from English. Now English doesn't really put a lot of weight on cases, but it does exist. So for example, in English, Mary would be a nominative because Mary is the doer of the action. What does she do? She gives an apple. What does she give an apple? The apple is an accusative because it's direct object of what Mary gives of the action. And to the sister is the indirect object because she's giving the apple to someone. In Russian would be Masha darit yabloko sestre. And the yellow person is in nominative. The apple, yabloko, is in accusative. And to the sister is in dative, in blue. And the bold and italicized letters are the endings of the case. So for example, Masha, the a indicates a nominative. Yabloko, the o in yabloko, is the accusative ending for apple. The e in sestre indicates the dative ending for sestra, or sister. Here's another example. Apple of the sister, or the sister's apple, is on the table. The part in yellow is a nominative again because apple is the main doer, is on the table, is doing the main action there. Even though it's not really an action, it's more like a state of being. Of the sister is in genitive because it's a noun that belongs to something else. The apple belongs to the sister. Of the sister is called genitive. And then the blue part indicates a noun and locative. Where is the apple is on the table, location. So again, yabloko, because it's the main doer, is in yellow, nominative. Sestre, of the sister, is in genitive. It gets a special ending for the genitive or of belonging. Nachodится means is situated or is. Na stole, on the table. And then you have another ending there for locative. So again, sestre, the ending is for the genitive. It changed from sestra to sestre. Stole, the e in stole, table, on the table, is in locative. Table is stol usually, but because it's on the table location, you add an e. So that's how it works. And finally, we have the instrumental case. Instrumental usually, but not always, expresses how something is done. So, for example, in English, we could say, Mary peels the apple with a knife. Like, with a knife describes a thing they use to do something else, to peel. In Russian, it would be Masha чистит яблоко ножом. So I'm not going to talk about Masha and Yabloko because I already talked about those. Masha is in nominative, Yabloko is in accusative. Najom, that object is an instrumental. And so the om is the instrumental ending for noj. So that's it. Obviously, there are other uses for genitive. It's more, a little more involved than this, but this is the basic idea of cases.